Do you ever wonder why some people are able to wake up at 5 a.m. while others keep pushing the snooze button, or are able to resist sweets when trying to lose weight, while others obliterate sweets on sight? Do they have some superpower that you do not have? Nope. They have simply developed a skill called self-discipline. Self-discipline is the bridge between a wish and a goal. Theodore Roosevelt once said, with self-discipline, almost anything is possible. Self-discipline is the key to achieving your dreams and is the foundation of personal freedom and success. But here's the thing, discipline is hard, especially when you're faced with distractions, setbacks, or a lack of motivation. Chances are you've kind of lost trust in yourself and you want to rebuild that. So how do you consistently do the hard things and not give in to temptation? That's what we're going to be talking about. In today's video, I'll be covering what self-discipline is, why you should care, and last but not least, simple steps to building self-discipline. What is self-discipline? You're lying in your warm bed sleeping and suddenly your alarm goes off at 5 a.m. It's cold and everyone around you is sleeping. It's very tempting to turn off your alarm and go back to sleep. But wait, you decide to wake up even though you do not want to. You woke up because you said you will wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, self-discipline is the ability to make yourself do the things you know you should do, even when you do not want to. Self-discipline involves action that you have complete control over. You decide which action you will take. Will you snooze and lose? Or will you wake up and work on your dream? Comment down below if you snooze or have 10 alarm clock. You're probably thinking, Bill, self-discipline sounds hard, so why should I care or even try to build self-discipline? Well, what if I told you that the lack of self-discipline can destroy long-term success? Without self-discipline, you give in to distractions, procrastination, and short-term pleasure, which in turn can develop into a bad habit, making it almost impossible to stay consistent with your goal. Self-discipline helps us choose long-term success over short-term pleasures by making us think carefully about what needs to be done today to achieve our future goals. As the saying goes, what you plant now is what you will harvest later. Does this mean that you should never allow yourself to have a drink or have fast food? Nope. It's about consistently making conscious choices that align with your long-term goals rather than always giving in to short-term pleasures. In short, self-discipline helps you create healthier habits and ultimately lead a more fulfilling life. The good news is that self-discipline isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you can learn. So hopefully by now you want to build self-discipline. If that's the case, let's go over the 7 simple steps you can take to build self-discipline. The first step is to ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? Be specific and make sure that your goals are measurable. For instance, I want to lose 10 pounds by June 2025, or I want to earn 10K per month by December 2025. By setting clear goals, you create a roadmap. You start focusing on tasks that contribute directly to achieving your goal. A very important part of goal setting that a lot of people miss, and that is the why behind your goal. I doubt that your goals can excite you enough to make you jump out of bed at 5 a.m. full of energy and ready to go. The first thing I ask myself when my alarm goes off at 5 a.m. is, why do I need to get up? Then I remind myself, the reason why I want to wake up at 5 a.m. is to make a successful YouTube channel that helps people achieve success. Then I simply get up and get to work. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Imagine you wanted to go to the Bahamas. You can't just magically appear in the Bahamas like me. You have to decide when you want to go. You have to book your airplane ticket and the hotel where you will be staying. Simply put, without a plan, you cannot act. And when you cannot act, you cannot achieve your goal. It will remain as a dream or wish. So after deciding on your goal, outline a plan with all the steps you need to take to achieve your goal. So for instance, if you wanted to achieve a six-pack by the summer, which by the way is also one of my goals, we should be eating less than our maintenance calorie and we should be exercising 4 times a week. But don't stop here. Break down these actions into smaller, more manageable, and achievable goals so that you do not get overwhelmed. Breaking down the action, eating less than our maintenance calorie, even further means weigh food before eating, log food in the MyFitness app, and ensure that you stay under your maintenance calorie. When you have a clear plan with all the small steps to achieve your goal, you will be able to follow your plan instead of your mood. If we constantly ask ourselves, do I feel like working out today? Or do I feel like eating healthy today? The answer will probably be no, especially if you're not used to doing those things. Instead of basing your actions on your feelings or mood, you simply need to follow your plan. Chances are you've kind of lost trust in yourself, and you need to rebuild that. So when you try to go from 0 to 100, you're setting yourself up for failure. Make small little commitments rather than just going from 0 to 100. Because when you do that small thing, you start to build trust in yourself. And then over time, you start to be able to commit to more and more. When you're feeling unmotivated, focus on just the next tiny action. For example, if you're struggling to work out, just tell yourself, I'll do 5 minutes. Often, once you start, the momentum builds and you'll end up doing more. Think about the smallest task you can do to improve your life and just do it. The next step is to commit to your plan. Follow through no matter the circumstances. Do not make excuses. In our lives, we always try our best to keep our promises for our loved ones or never miss a deadline for our boss. But why are we comfortable breaking our own commitment? Keeping the commitments we make to ourselves is very important. It means we respect ourselves and we value our own integrity. It also gives a feeling of joy and pride when we are able to fulfill the things we tell ourselves we are going to do. Don't set yourself up for failure. Remove temptation. Like the saying goes, out of sight, out of mind. It may seem silly, but this phrase offers powerful advice. By simply removing the biggest temptations from your environment, you will greatly improve your self-discipline. If you want to eat healthier, don't buy junk food. If you want to enhance your productivity at work, turn off your social media notifications and silence your phone. Another great tip is to schedule specific blocks of time for different tasks and commit to staying focused during those blocks. If you want me to make a video about tips to increase your productivity at work, please comment down below. The next step is to turn self-discipline into a habit. We aren't born with self-discipline. It's a learned behavior. And just like any other skill you want to master, it requires daily practice and repetition. Habits are formed through repetition. In order to make self-discipline a habit, all you have to do is to honor the commitments you've made to yourself. 80% of success in life is showing up. It's about taking consistent action, and it involves showing up for yourself even when it's hard. If you want to learn more about habits, watch the video in the description below. The next step is to be kind to yourself. Let's be real. Sometimes, life throws us curveballs. You might fall off track, miss a workout, reflect on what caused the slip up, but don't dwell on it. Refocus and get back into your routine as soon as possible. The faster you get back on track, the less likely you are to fall into a cycle of self-doubt. Self-discipline is not about perfection or about giving 100% every single time, but rather about giving what you can at the moment. And sometimes, giving what you can in the moment might look different than other days. Waking up at 4:45 a.m. each day to work on my YouTube channel is not always easy. Most of the time, I'm able to get up immediately after my alarm goes up. But there are also some times when I stay in my bed for half an hour before I get up. When this happens, I make sure that the day after, I get up right away when the alarm goes up. Building self-discipline is hard, but consider self-discipline as an investment for your future. By building self-discipline now and make the necessary sacrifices, you will achieve success in the future. Remember, discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So take it one day at a time and follow these 7 simple steps. Keep pushing forward. I know you've got this. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content like this. And please leave a comment below. What's your biggest challenge with building self-discipline? Let's talk about it.